The flower's dying. It needs water.
It's locked.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a dead man. I was murdered. Now I'm a murderer. Tell me how this is a gift.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Do you need something, Jonathan?
I have just a few...
Then ask away.
Since you seem quite the expert on
As men of science, our first step is always...
The sun. The morning.
You will find there is very little that can kill a vamp.
Must I take a life to live?
You are a vampire. You feed, and blood is the sole sustenance that can sustain your immortal frame. and only a living creature contains the nourishment you require.
The man we pursued and slew in the canning factory.
He was a Skal, technically speaking.
How?
The name means slave. The etymology may indicate that they are a lesser species of vampire. From what I know, vampires tend...
Just for clarity, what
A
difference?
Skal is easier to eliminate, Jonathan, even if they remain formidable foes for the unprepared. Vampires... Now, vampires exist beyond the mortal realm.
You mentioned something about a...
Certainly. I've been a member of the Brotherhood of...
That explains your nightly wonder.
I feel it wasn't mere coincidence that led...
Yet you don't fear me.
The Brotherhood has studied your kind for centuries.
Since I'm the one working for you,
Well, for many years, we have been the only medical...
where do we stand?
To be honest, we cope on a day-to-day...
What do you expect?
What we need is hope.
We'll see.
I will not let you down, my boy.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
I'm okay.
Have you heard rumors about blackmail?
No?
Why did your mother have you hospitalized here?
My mother just wants the best for me. She won't rest while I'm here. She'd go all the way to hell and back.
Is your mother bothering you? As your...
That's tempting, Doctor. But you have no idea what my mother is capable of. She would tie herself...
Pembroke Hospital may look...
It's not me you have to convince.
How painful.
So painful I'd rather not.
I have to...
Circumstances, I'm without me.
I'm quite...
Have you heard about any blackmail?
Blackmail?
Tell me, Waverley, what do you think?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is
Are you thinking about something in...
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should...
And are you not afraid that your rival...
Rivalry? I guess...
Why do you wish to lead this search?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should...
If you are going to lead this surgery,
I'm not the kind of man who runs away.
thank...
The flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be up again soon enough. Now do me a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you?
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
What is this?
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some...
Please, calm down, madam. I assure you that I am...
How brave. Threatening an old defense...
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Better than any patient, nurse, or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round. Miss Jo...
Oh, again?
Now,
Well,
if you could just tell me...
it's terrible, Doctor. What with a pain in my chest.
I see.
No one comes to visit, you know.
Have you noticed any...
It would be a great deal easier to make
Everyone here is...
thieves and murderers the lot.
Come now, Miss Jones. Surely...
Have you no eyes?
I'll come... The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Good evening, Doctor. How is my son?
Have you heard rumors?
Dr. Reed, are you trying...
Of course not, Mrs. Goswell.
Well, go be curious somewhere else.
Goodbye. Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
Why do you have such a mediocre
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horror.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to...
I've seen babies left to die while they're
I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
So what do you do exactly?
I've been an ambulance driver.
Since you're on the front line.
It's a complete disaster.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough.
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here.
You left an infected patient?
Go there yourself if you want.
How is the situation?
You want to hear the situation is all right?
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know.
But you're not defending yourself.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor.
Have you heard of any underhand...
There are a lot of secrets round here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of...
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones. She's the oldest patient.
Goodbye.
Another night with the glorious battalion of Pembroke.
Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps...
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough.
Do you need medical help?
I'm fine, really.
What can you tell me?
Let me guess.
Goodbye, nurse.
Disgust on every street corner. I wonder why the cosmic's daily routine.
But the suffering continues.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good.
Do you know if any of the hospitals...
The people who work here all
I'm not familiar with all...
brilliant professionals. Most of them.
Most of them. Is there a...
It would be inappropriate for me to...
Is there any...
Well, I have never...
Why should his age be a...
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the...
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something...
No. I may disagree with some conduct.
How are things?
Not good, to say the least.
Do you think this hospital...
We are all volunteers here.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye now.
Flesh needs it.
Oh, please spare me, Dark Queen. Spare your obedient slave.
It's locked, all right.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from that Cadigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Dr. Reed, any good...
Have you heard of it?
I have no time.
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran.
No. We must keep on healing or...
Nurse Brannigan is what?
She should not have told you that.
You don't have to blame her.
I'm not that kind of man.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation?
This hospital is not exactly the best of London.
It's not exactly the best situation in London.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell?
Some are really good.
Tell me more.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful.
You really seem to admire her skills. Any opinion about the management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea.
Ah, yes, the burden of...
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good...
Goodbye, Dr. Tim.
Have you found Oswald?
No.
All right. What do you want to know?
I have all the...
Thank you, Doctor.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
Nah, I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
He's locked the door behind him. I need to find another way to follow him. This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
I don't want to die here. I want to see the sky, feel the fresh air. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here. I need to...
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help.
Okay. I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
Mr. Thatcher, your friend Newton sent me to help you. Do you remember him?
Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy... Are you sure?
Yes.
What sort of creature is this?
creature is this? What sort of creature is this? What sort of creature is this? What sort of creature is this?
What sort of creature is this?
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway. Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Not a good place for a stroll. It's one of them.
I'd step.
It's a leech! Kill it!
I cannot enter. It's locked. Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow. I cannot enter.